Okay, B'Shem Hashem Na'aseh V'Nachziach. Baruch Hashem, here we are. Pretty much 1 week away, 1 week and 1 day away from Rosh Hashanah. And we're looking at this week's Parsha. This week's Parsha is a double Parsha, Nisamir Vayelech. And we see in this week's Parsha that how the remez of Rosh Hashanah is already upon us. How do we know that today is Parshat Nitzavim, that we have the remez of Rosh Hashanah? It says, Atem Nitzavim Hayom. Hayom, whenever you see Hayom in the Torah and Nach, the Zohar Kadosh says, is Rosh Hashanah. Why do I have to say Hayom? Hashem is trying to specify a special day, and that's Rosh Hashanah. Okay? So maybe it's the leaders of the Jewish community, maybe it's my father and my mother, but it's not me, Rabbi. I'm cool, I'm okay. It's all good. To that, the pasuk says, Kulchem. Everybody is here today. Kulchem. All of you. Lifnei Hashem Elokechem. Roshechem, Shiftechem, Zignechem, Veshotrechem, Kol Ish Yisrael. Everybody, from the top notch, to Tapechem, Neshachem, Vegerecha, Asher Bekem Mechanecha, Mechotev, Etzecha, Shoev Memecha. To the very simple people who are wood choppers and water carriers. Nobody is going to be singled out, left out. Everybody has to come before the Beit HaMishpat, before Avinu Shabbat, and on this day we all get judged. Okay? So I get the point. I'm also included. But on the outside, I could try to sell myself as a Sadiq, long beard, peyot, what have you. But inside, I really know who I am. I'm going to go and chill and party and what have you. You could fool everybody you want, except for one. That's Avinu Shabbat. And that's what comes in this week's parsha to tell us. Kulchem. And if there's a guy who says, V'itbarach b'livavo lemor shalom yeli, he says to his heart, don't worry, Jack, it's going to be good with me. Yeah? In my heart, I'm just playing it out outside. I'm going to just, but in my heart, I know what's going on. I'm going to go and chill. So you know what Hashem says to that? Shalom yeli ki b'shuto dibe elech. Hashem comes and says, Vayovo, and Hashem will not forgive him. Will not forgive him. These are the words of the pasuk. That Hashem will not forgive somebody who thinks he's going to get away with it. He comes and says, V'itbarach b'levavo lemor shalom yeli ki b'shurut libi elech. Hashem says, that's very nice. You can play that with your games with somebody else, but not with me. Obviously, Jewish people, we have the light inside of us, the Neshama, that we're not going to play games with Hashem. You might have done averot because we gave into our desires, but at the deep down, no matter how far a Jew is always has that flare inside to come back. And even if he says, no, Rabbi, I'm an atheist, blah, 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 blah. Story is told of an atheist, I mean, a real atheist, not today, we all know that they're faking it. Just, they're going after the desires. Real, as close as a person could get to an atheist. The guy did every single aver in the Torah, Bar Minan. And then he has a little pain. He goes to the doctor says, it's not looking good. It's not looking good. What do you mean? No, I'm here, give me a regimen, diet, what have you. He said, you're 90% gone. There's only one chance we're going to do a surgery, but 90% you're not going to come out. Okay, what can you do? So the atheist Jew goes to under the knife. Before they give him anesthesia, he screams at the pasuk, Biatcha afkid ruchi. My Neshama is in your hand. What happened? Atheist. No. That flare inside the heart of every Jew comes out. Overcomes the desire. When the time of the truth comes, every Jew will know how to tap into it and to say, Biatcha afkid ruchi. So too over here. Hashem is warning a person, don't go after your desires. Especially when it's coming to be before Rosh Hashanah. Throw your desires aside. Come close to me. And don't go and say that in my heart I'm going to continue the way I am. I'm just mouth, talking out of my mouth. Hashem loves us. He knows that we want to do teshuvah. And He says, when you come to me, make sure it's from your mouth and from your heart, both together. Okay, very good. That means that I have to do cheshbon hanefesh. What do you say, cheshbon hanefesh? Cheshbon hanefesh? I have to account for my sins for the past year. All my love, but especially in the past year. So it comes with this Gemara Rosh Hashanah and explains a Mishnah. That on Rosh Hashanah, everybody comes before Hashem, Kivnei Maron. Gemara asks the question, what is Kivnei Maron? Gives three different opinions what Kivnei Maron means. Kivnei Maron means like sheep that are passing through the hole, that the 10th one will get a red stripe that is going to be a korban. But he's going through one by one. He doesn't feel any, he's going to fall down. Both sides are okay. It's all good. That's one version. Another opinion of the Gemara says, Kema'alot Beit Maron. It's talking about a high mountain with both sides on the edge. And you're walking on a very, very steep place. And if you make a wrong move, a person can fall down. That's what it means. One by one. Kemo Gesher Sar. And the third one is Kachayalim. Like soldiers. Rashi says not like any soldiers. Like soldiers B'Savasha David HaMelech. Soldiers in the army of David HaMelech. We're talking about super righteous people. Okay, what does that have to do with us? Why do I need three different opinions of what this means? Give me one opinion. I get the point. Everybody's coming in before Hashem. You're all going to get judged. Why three different opinions? Our sages tell us there's three different kind of people. Most people acting like behemoth, like sheep without a brain, going through life, working to live, living to work, working to eat, eating to work. They're not tapping in what life is all about. And if they're Jewish, they're not tapping into the Torah. Not because they don't want to, but because of ignorance. They didn't go and ask. Hashem sent them many opportunities, left and right. But they say, no, Rabbi, tomorrow, this, that. They go to a Shabbaton. They're affected, but they go back. The Gemara talks about this as one type. And this is most of the type of the people that do not do teshuvah, and they go with the flow. Everybody's doing it, Rabbi, I'm going to do it. Fine. This is one. The next opinion, the next kind of people that you have is a person, a human being, who's going on a narrow bridge. He knows if he makes one slight point off the edge, he's going to fall. And this is most of the people who are beginning to do teshuvah. What does Rav Nachman say, the famous song? Kol ha'olam kulo gesher sar me'od. This is not just the song Rav Nachman sings. Maybe it's a preview for Rosh Hashanah Uman. Which we said you don't have to go. Ask your local rabbi if you should go or not, if you're married, if your wife is really happy. But that's not for now. Okay? See what Rabbi Badia says in Chod Yom Tov. If she says yes, she might not really mean it. Okay? And you could be in Rosh Hashanah and Uman praying your heart off and your wife is crying at home. I don't think that's going to be worth too much. Okay, fine. So the second part, these people are going on a Gesher Sar Me'od. Gesher Sar Me'od. When Rav Nachman said this song, it said when you're going on a Gesher Sar, when you're going on a very narrow bridge, you can't stop and sit down because you might fall. You always have to keep going. That's a Jew. In life, he always keeps going. If he stops, either he might fall or he's going to go back. It's like a Jew is always going up the escalator, which is going down. Says, Rabbi, I got to a point where I'm going to keep Shabbat, Tarat HaMishpacha, Kashrut. I'm okay, Rabbi. You okay? Next thing you know, he's with the ponytail, and his kippah size has become a quarter, and on the downslide. They asked Rav Avigdor Miller's Zatzal, one of the questions on his pamphlets. Rabbi, I feel that Baruch Hashem, I stayed the same person I am as last year. That's good, right? He said, no, that's not good. There's no such thing as staying the same person. If you didn't improve, you didn't stay the same. You went back. You're much worse than last year if you didn't improve. Because a Jew, if he doesn't improve, he's always going back. If he doesn't improve, he's going back. This is Gesher Sarmot. This is the Benonim. And the third one, Kachayalim. But not just any soldier. Soldiers in the army of David HaMelech. What's special about these soldiers? These soldiers are always, we know that people who went out to the army, not like today, you know, I don't know, make a trick, this and that, but we don't have the most righteous people in the army. Baruch Hashem, the army is doing a great job. We have to have a Hakarat Tov appreciation. But the essence, the whole make of the army and what the shtuyot that teach over there, they bring the boys and girls together. Obviously, they want. They're not thinking about the Torah. But David HaMelech's army, when these soldiers went to the army, they had to be super righteous. They didn't have even a sin of talking between Tefillin Shel Yad and Tefillin Shel Rosh. If they did that, they wouldn't go out because they might fall. Okay, so very nice. These are the 3 classes. What does that have to do with me? Which class are you in? You're a week before Rosh Hashanah. Are you in the class of Behemot? Kvasim? We'll go with the flow, man. When is the next party? When is the next thing? Call me. I'm there. Let's just have fun. They use the pasuk given from Yeshayahu. Let's eat and drink for tomorrow. They'll die. That's what happens. How many people are dying from drug overdose, from alcohol? How many young kids are being buried today? Bar Minan. That's that. They don't do cheshbon nefesh. Maybe once in a year, while they hear shiur, and then they go back to their old ways. And then you have the second case, Rosh Chodesh Elul. All year round they're chilling, but Baruch Hashem, at least Rosh Chodesh Elul. Oh, now I am walking on a narrow bridge. I have to get my act together, which is very good. It's a very good level. But why wait for Elul? What about the rest of the year? Hefkerut, and then you wait for Elul? So although this level is much better than the first level, but we all have to strive for the third level, which is the utopian way, the alternate way. Kechayalim shel David HaMelech, who are doing cheshbon nefesh every night before they go to sleep. Yishma Yisrael al Amita. What did I do today? Did I waste my time? Did I go to tefillah on time? If I'm avrech, was I wasting my time talking about shtuyot? If I'm going to work, am I cheating the system? Am I cheating my customers? That way they went to sleep and they forgive everybody who did bad to them. Hareni, soleach, v'mochel. That's how you come to Rosh Hashanah. Someone who's doing that every single night of the year says, oh, here's a guy who's, before he goes to sleep, he does a cheshbon nefesh on every day what he did, and tomorrow's going to do better. And not only that, he's forgiving every person that did bad to him. His wife slapped him in the face. His kids scream at him and throw the cup of milk in his face. His friend stabbed him in the back. I'm not saying it's easy. But this is something that Hashem wants from us. Especially B'nai Torah. Especially people who are already in the derech of going in the ways of Torah. To finalize and to finish the point over here, the Zohar, Chok Yisrael, and Dix's Parsha and Nisavim talks about how important it is to understand, like we started in the beginning of Shiur, Hayom. Vaya Hayom. This is a pasuk taken from Eov. And it was that day that everybody came in Beit Shel Shamayim before the heavenly throne, and also Satan was among them. Like we said, Haim is Rosh Hashanah, and the Satan and all the ministering of angels of the 70 nations, 70 wolves, your sheep among 70 wolves, they come and they have nothing else to say but to badmouth the Jewish people. And the Jewish people are standing there, dumbfounded. They don't know what to do. But HaKadosh Baruch Hu is our loving Father. The Zohar says He wants to save us. So He tells us, the Zohar, how is He going to save us? Hashem says, I could save you, but it depends on you. You could either give me the koach, the power to save you, or chas v'shem lehefech. What's the power of saving us? What is the tenu ozer elokim? Give power to Hashem. What, Hashem doesn't have the power, chas v'shalom? Of course He has. But He created the world in a way that there's sachar and onesh. If you do mitzvot, we give kevyachol, as it were, power to the Almighty in order to save us. And if the chas v'shalom, we take a left turn the other way around, the power goes to the other side, and Hashem, as it were, can't say anything. But Rosh Hashanah, we have another weapon. And this is what Zohar says in Parshat Nisavim on Tuesday, this week's Chokei Yisrael. It says, sound the shofar before me. Shofar, we know that the Ben Ish Chai says is a loshon of leishaper, to better yourself. Why are you blowing up the shofar? It's just the voice coming on and that's it? No. Ashkenazis have the minhag to do it a month before. When you hear the shofar, you have to start trembling. It's the king. When a king wants to come to your Medina, your city, Elef Abdalim. I heard Trump was coming to this restaurant in Gottlieb's place in New York. They were doing all this like a 1 week preparation, all the Secret Service and what have you, checking the place out, and everybody's trembling. In the end, he canceled. But the point is over here, he is now out in the field and is coming, and they're blowing the shofar in front of him. And this is what we're using this month to be better ourselves with. So Hashem says, if you come to Rosh Hashanah and you work on yourself, at least for Elul, for any day of the Elul, doesn't matter. It's never too late to do Teshuvah. You come in and then you blow the shofar. The Zohar brings a very beautiful parallel. There's a very angry person. He's about to get out of the house and destroy whoever is in the house, in the living room. Comes another person and he puts his body in front of the door. And all the chaos and all the anger, instead of being going out on the people outside in the living room, it goes on this person. Kivyachol, Midat Adin on Rosh Hashanah is great. It wants to be mekadrek. All the ministers of the 70 nations and the Satan among them come and they want to denounce us. Because they're jealous of the banim of the Kelchai. We are the firstborn of the Jew of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And they're jealous and they want to come and badmouth us. Hashem Kivyachol says, I'm going to put my body, obviously this is all metaphorical, Hashem doesn't have a body, but I'm going to put myself in front of the door, I'm going to take all the wrath upon myself, and you don't worry, you just blow the shofar. And the shofar is going to help me to do away with all the dinim and all the bad-mouthing. Why? Because you came ready to Rosh Hashanah with doing Teshuvah. Why? Because you chose to be the chayalim, and not just any soldier, like the soldiers of David HaMelech, to come and do and accept upon yourself to do Teshuvah every single day before you go to bed. How can I do be a better person tomorrow? I'm for sure going to forgive Rav Ben Sera Bashol. He said that he would not go to sleep even sometimes. He had like 2 hours. They asked him, why is it taking 2 hours for you to go to sleep today? More than any time, he's like, today somebody really got me, but I can't go to sleep until I forgive him. Cried for 2 hours until he forgave him. So too, we should learn from these Gedolei Ador. We should also forgive, because who is in this to us? Our Averot. This guy came and slapped us. That guy spit on our face. It's not them. It's Hashem telling us, you have Averot, Habibi. I'm trying to erase it for you. If you don't answer, it will be erased. Bezat Hashem, you shouldn't answer to all these things that are happening, bad mouthing, what have you. And Bezat Hashem, you should learn to be like David HaMelech's Chayalim and do Teshuvah. And Bezat Hashem, with that, we're going to give koach to Elokim, to Hashem. and all the Midat HaDin is going to become Midat Rahamim, and all the Dinim will go on Hezbollah and Hamas, and all Sonei Hashem. Amen. Amen.